Yo, 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 yo. How are you? My name is Houston. Hope you're doing well. And here we are, back with another video. You know what time it is? It's November. It's a new year. We are back to the same place that we always come back to, serving under the good lords of Activision. But this time around, we got the makers of Vanguard, Sledgehammer Games, back to save Call of Duty once again. It's weird. The game just needs saving every single year. Funny, isn't it? Come on, dude. You guessed it. Modern Warfare 3. We're back, dude. It's like 20... What? I don't even know the year the first one came out. I kind of tapered off the whole Call of Duty thing around that time and when the Black Ops sequels came out. Anyway, though, I'm Skeletor. I got a purple operator. I got a purple gun. I mean, what more could you ask for? Just purple, top color. So obviously with a new game, there's a new mastery camo grind. This game seems pretty extensive because we have not only the multiplayer and the zombie mastery, but we could also go for an additional mastery on top of the MW2 weapons. So that's pretty cool. There's definitely a lot to do. It's interesting, like being back on a multiplayer game because my wits are not completely about me. I've been playing so many single player games, but it is fun getting back into the groove of everything. And one thing that I want to say right off the bat is that Sledgehammer did a really great job, in my opinion, of creating not only good mastery camos for this, apart from Interstellar looking a little bit too similar to Orion, in my opinion. It seems a little bit more vibrant, but, you know, what are you going to do? And all the camos need to move faster. Make them fast. Antelopes, cheetahs, just fast, fast, fast. One thing that I enjoy is the fact that a lot of these base camos look pretty good. Like, if you didn't want to go through the process of getting the mastery camos, like, if I were that person, I'd be completely fine with something like this, or like this, or I don't know. The wavelength ones are pretty cool. Like, this looks like one of those Dixie cups, or this one does. One of those old Dixie cups with like the purple and the blue and the cups white. If you know, you know. These bold colors are almost like a middle finger to Infinity Ward for nerfing the hell out of the solid color camos in MW2. Yeah, I mean, we got Gilded, which could probably be a little bit brighter. Same with Platinum here, or Forged, whatever. But this, that's nice. Shiny bubblegum. Fractal bubblegum, actually. Priceless is nice. And then, again, just a little bit more vibrant Orion camo. And then, obviously, the zombies. I like this. It's pretty reminiscent of the gold in Vanguard, which I really enjoyed. I liked the white and gold and then the black and platinum combinations that they had for gold and platinum. I know some people weren't crazy about that, but I think that as long as there's a good ratio of the gold and the white, or, you know, the black and the silver, then I think that that's a really nice balance. And also a little thing about this too is that these patterns aren't random. They're like outlines of guns, which I find pretty cool. It's a nice little detail there. Like it looks like that's a vector right there, and then like a M4 and, you know, MP5. We don't have an MP5 in this game. It's over. It's never been more over. I'm actually a big fan of this one. Serpentine is looking pretty damn good. It's almost like parallaxing because of the shapes that the lines are creating and the fact that it's moving in like opposite directions. I don't know. I'm a big fan of this one, but this right here, Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, and with the stars on the off areas. I think this is one of my favorite camos ever in any Call of Duty. This is a damn good camo. This right here is the only reason that I might actually go for, or not might, but I am very tempted to, and I probably will go for the mastery in zombies in this game. The zombies are a whole different thing in this game. You got the open world, DMZ, and yeah, I've played it a little bit, and playing it alone is, I think, you know, I'm going to be honest and say that I was very bored playing it alone. But for one, I don't understand it because I didn't even play DMZ. And two, I didn't know if I should do the missions or if I should just roam around, try and get kills and focus on just XP farming. Because again, I didn't play much, but I just linked up with some random people that were already in the game, and yeah, we kind of just did like some nests and like some infested strongholds and stuff like that. But I think it does have potential. I think it would be a lot more fun if you did it with some of your actual friends. And yeah, I think it's kind of just mindless. At least it seemed like it, unless you get into like the middle of the map where the mid tier and high tier loot is and enemies. So you can sort of challenge yourself accordingly based off how far into the center of the map you want to go. And there's obviously a direct risk and reward factor for that. Just one more thing and then I'll shut up. The covert sneakers and ghosts, being able to equip both those at the same time and a silencer. Come on, dude. Come on. We're so back. We're so back. Dude, we've never ever been more back. I can't believe there's Skeletor in this game. I feel like every time I like escape a precarious situation, his laugh track from that video where he's like running through the cave needs to play. I've been outside for so long. New Brent Faiyaz album. Love Brent. I used to not like him, but yeah, he's grown on me, especially with Wasteland, which is funny because Wasteland was the other map to vote for. But yeah, his album Wasteland that came out, that was earlier this year or late last year. I want to say late last year. Really, really revitalized my enjoyment of his music. So I've got 5 guns gold right now out of 36, I think it is. It's crazy how I think Modern Warfare 2 was like 51 weapons and this one's 36. The grind itself, like as a total, does not seem as large as it was on previous games, especially not like a game like 2019 or Cold War. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I like how it becomes more accessible to people because I still want it to be like difficult, but I don't want it to be like, you know, you don't want it to be like harrowing. It takes all the fun out of it. I mean, and you know, obviously other people have different ideas of what fun is. So like something that is just mildly annoying to me might not be, you know, annoying to somebody else or vice versa. Ooh, look at my nails. Wow. A bad bitch. I'm glad they took tuning out though, because I feel like that was just an unnecessary step in the whole like loadout building process. And as somebody that really shied away from Warzone over the past like 6 to 8 months, I think that something like weapon tuning being a part of the whole equation and having to keep track of that alongside all the loadout weapons was just, dude, it's just annoying. Like, I mean, it's simple. It's just annoying. And when the annoyance barrier is too large, I just don't want to do it. I don't even want to be involved with it at all. I felt like pretty rusty playing this game. I'm not going to lie, because like I said, all the single player games I've been playing, it is kind of weird to be playing an FPS again where I feel like I have to go against a bunch of demons. See, I did end up getting a controller because I told myself like, dude, no more. You know what? I'm going to stop complaining about aim assist. I'm just going to use aim assist. I was trying it out, and then when the beta dropped for this, the first weekend on PlayStation, I used the controller, and then when it was on PC, I was like, well, I got to try it on KBAM too. And so it felt really good on KBAM at first. And there's just always a second person. And so I was like, okay, well, this game feels better than MW2 on KBAM, and so why not, dude? I'm just going to try it out again. I feel like a lot of the time, because I'm not an elite level player, like I have, you know, certain limitations, like to my aim and like to how good I am. Like, dude, I have a day job. I don't spend my whole life playing this game or anything like that. I feel like I can only get so good. Like, dude, I'm not like a Huskers. Like, how do I lose that? I'm not a pro, so I feel like because the barrier is so much higher for getting good at something like KBAM, like a mid-level controller player beats like a mid-level KBAM player, like most of the time, right? Because of something like aim assist. And I'm not saying this to like complain. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, okay, if I'm intentionally making it harder on myself, even though I'm totally aware of that fact, it's like, well, you have no room to complain, man. Just switch inputs. Okay, yes, I acknowledge that. I don't know. There's something more rewarding about KBAM to me. And I don't know if other KBAM players feel that same way, or if it's like a pride thing. Because like, I'm not saying it as like as a pride thing. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm better because I have to try harder, because that's just dumb. That'd be a dumb justification if that was your only reason for using the input you use, or for using KBAM at least. I'm just gonna ignore that guy and he'll probably kill me. And I'm gonna die for challenging this. Yeah. But shout out to my buddy Unrational for hooking me up with a controller. because I was going to buy a Scuff Reflex, but he ended up just sending me this one. So yeah, I think he used it for like a month or something. So yeah, shout out to him. I didn't have to pay for it, and I get a great controller that is just sitting there waiting for me to use it whenever I want to. Apart from my aim being rusty, I do also feel like my game awareness is a bit rusty, and you could probably see that in my gameplay. Like, just sometimes I'm not fully paying attention to what's going on. Dude, I'm used to swinging around New York City as Spider-Man, okay? I'm getting like some weird packet loss too, and I know it's not an internet issue because my internet is perfectly fine, and it's never my latency that drops. Like, my latency is literally 1 right now. There's no reason why I should be getting like any sort of packet loss in any situation. So as of yesterday, I've got 2 weeks until the Seattle Marathon. I really hope that the rehab that I'm doing for my knee helps me out, because I would very much like to avoid further injuring myself or becoming injured before I run the race. That would be awesome. I looked it up. There's like 1,800 feet of elevation gain or something like that in the Seattle Marathon. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it slow, man. I'm not shooting for any PRs on this one. I just want to finish it to be able to say that I ran, like I said in my last video, one of the big city marathons, because I think that would be a cool little thing to sort of check off the list. So my girlfriend and I have this big empty space in our living room. We needed to fill with like a print, and we both love Dune and Yami. Well, we love Yami too, but he's laying on my keyboard because he's laying right here. Look at this. This is what I'm dealing with. So if you see my aim getting like messed up in any way, this is why. Because I'm working with limited mouse space here. I was like, I want a big print of something that we both love sitting right there. Kind of spice up the living room a little bit. And we found this print on Society 6, which, you know, I'm not crazy about supporting Society 6, but at least I bought from the artist directly, not some person who's copying his art. But Pascal Blanche has a piece of Dune artwork that he has posted on Twitter before. He's just an artist that I follow, a 3D artist. And so can I stop mounting, please? So we got a print of his work. It's pretty sweet. I'll throw it up on the screen. We were looking for a version maybe without the text, because some of his other prints had it, but they were only canvas versions, and we didn't want a canvas. Overall, I'm still happy with it. I think it's a really good addition. Like, the colors go really well with the colors in our living room, and they're super deep and saturated too, like just as they are in the picture. Covert sneakers and Ghost. I like how like so many people, myself included, were like, dude, we need Dead Silence back. We need Ninja back. Come on. And then we finally get it, and then like me, I'm like, that son of a bitch, he's using Dead Silence. It's like, yeah, man. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? I feel like they might end up rearranging some of the perks in this, like they did in was that Vanguard? I think maybe they did in Modern Warfare 2 as well. I'm not entirely sure that you should be able to use Ghost and Deddy on the same class. I'm not saying that it should be fixed. I'm just saying that it might be something worth thinking about for the devs, like for like balancing. So I'm like the most habitual creature on the planet. And for years, what I did was go to work, come home, go to the gym. After the gym, I'd cook dinner. But now that I live with my girlfriend, and she wants to, you know, work out more, and I'm kind of like an anchor for her when it comes to that, I now get home from work and I wait until she gets home, then go to the gym with her. So normally what I would do is after I cook dinner, I would sit at my desk and I would eat, and then I would, you know, play games, stream, record a video like this, and then I'd go to bed at 10 or so. And now that time slot is mostly like, I still get a little bit of time after I eat, or her and I eat together, but the time to like record the videos and edit, or to like maybe stream a little bit, is from when I get home to when she gets home, so we can go to the gym. It's a weird change for me, like taking that time slot, which is generally the same, it's just doing it at a different time. And if you're like me and you're used to doing things at the same time, like almost every day, then, I mean, I've been doing this now for like 3 months, but you could tell obviously that I am still very much getting used to it. It's tough, man. Like when you live your life a certain way for so long, and then It's like, hey, what's up? I love you, and I want to do something that helps you too. So I'm gonna change up what I'm doing. I guess I'm not saying I'm the most selfless person on the planet, but it's just something that I have enjoyed doing for her sake, because it also leaves me room to do the things that I'm doing. Like if it completely eliminated this stuff, then I wouldn't be able to do it, because I'd be like, well, I got to be able to do my stuff. I got to be able to play my games. I got to be able to edit videos, make content, like, because this is stuff that like makes me happy, right? Alongside other things like spending time with her. I'm on 60 days of Duolingo right now, and I honestly feel so good about it. I'm learning Japanese, and I know that some people say, oh dude, Duolingo is not like the greatest platform to learn a language. Hey, it's helping me understand words, okay? And it's helping me understand the writing systems, hiragana and katakana, and some kanji even, but kanji is a whole different thing. Yeah, 60 days. At one point I had like 110 days, and I just like, I don't know what happened, man. I just stopped caring about it for like a week, and then I looked back and I was like, dude, what happened to me, man? What's wrong with me? You got to stay consistent. I just got to practice it either every night or every morning before work, and that's what I've been doing. Just telling myself, whenever I'm scrolling Twitter, whenever I'm scrolling Instagram, any of those things, I'm like, okay, dude, stop scrolling. Just spend like 10-15 minutes practicing the language. And the more I remind myself of that, the more it just like cements in my brain. I'm like just carving those neural pathways. I would love to be able to just communicate with people. It'd be awesome to be able to read it. I would love to be able to look at like Japanese text, or like my original Japanese versions of Akira volumes 1 through 6 that I have sitting back there. I'd love to be able to read those. I can't even imagine being at that level of proficiency. But hey, that's how everything is, right? At one point you look way off in the distance and you're like, I can't imagine being there. I can't imagine having that skill. I can't imagine cultivating something up to that point. And then you get to that point and you're doing that thing and you're like, and then you're looking off into the distance again. It's like that that story or that adage. It's like a parable almost. But so you're climbing the mountain, right? You're climbing the mountain, and you can't believe how high the mountain is. And you get to the top of the mountain and you look up and you're like, oh, there's another mountain. So, but that's, you know, that's all it all is, right? But that's again why you should just enjoy. You got to enjoy the journey up the mountain. Because the moment that you reach the top, you're just going to realize, oh, there's another mountain over there. Like even if you climbed Everest, one day, sometime way off in the future, there are going to be people that climb Olympus Mons, the tallest mountain in the solar system. It's on Mars. It's like 60,000 feet tall. Everest is like 28,000, 29,000 feet tall. So one day people are going to look at Everest and they're going to be like, oh, that's crazy. But it's not Olympus Mons. Imagine the first person way off in the future to climb Olympus Mons. Where was I going with this? Oh, Japanese. Learning a language. I feel like learning a language is comparable to like learning an instrument, because I have a keyboard sitting right over here up against the wall that I haven't practiced in God knows how long. There's only so much time in the day, right? And you gotta choose wisely what you or how you spend that time, the attention that you give things to. So I'm going to spend my time and give my attention to editing this video. I will have already done that. That's why you're watching it. Oh, one more thing. Thank you for watching the single player videos as I deviated away from Call of Duty. It means the world to me. And as I get back into uploading a little more Call of Duty, I hope that every once in a while, when more single player games come out that I want to still play, that I will have the energy to make videos on those as well, and people will watch those, because that's the ultimate goal. I want you to come here for me and to enjoy the person that I am and the things that I talk about, not necessarily the game that I'm playing. So again, I really appreciate it, and if you made it this far, I hope you did. Then hope you have a good day and good night wherever you are on the earth, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.